One of the things that was always a strange occurrence at Enron was for weeks before a quarterly report, we would be under the impression that we weren't going to make our numbers. But then somehow miraculously, we always made the numbers and then some. But then a question was asked to Tom White, how is it that we made the numbers? And his answer was one word, California.
California, here we come. The first clues to Enron's new strategy hit California with a jolt.
It started at noon, rolling across the state. Sacramento, San Francisco, Beverly Hills, Long Beach, San Diego.
26,000 miles of California power lines, enough to circle the earth. But for the second day in a row, not enough electricity for America's largest state and the world's sixth largest economy.
The first thing we heard about this energy crisis is, well, our lights are going to go off in the middle of winter when we're using half the electricity we normally use during the summer.
The Bay Area got hit by not one, but two rolling blackouts.
We only need 28,000 to 30,000 megawatts in December. We have an installed capacity in California at the time of 45,000 megawatts. Plenty of power to meet our electric demand. Of course, we had blackouts in December.
Traders soon discovered that by shutting down power plants, they could create artificial shortages that would push prices even higher.
Hey, this is David up at Enron. There's not much demand for power at all. If we shut it down, can you bring it back up in 3 or 4 hours? Oh, yeah. Why don't you just go ahead and shut her down then, if that's okay? Okay.
When you see 2 or 3 energy companies with 35% of their entire capacity down for maintenance on a single day, and as a result, the price of electricity skyrocketing 300 or 400%, and then a week later someone else does it up in Northern California, you begin to believe something's not smelling right here.
I want you guys to get a little creative, okay, and come up with a reason to go down. Like a forced outage type thing. Right.
Those guys, at the flip of a switch, could just yank the California economy on its leash whenever they wanted to, and they did it, and they did it, and they did it, and they made so much money.
The heart of it is that an industry that went for 100 years, from the days of Edison, built the best electrical system in the world, sold the power at reasonable prices to consumers, and was very reliable, was all of a sudden turned into a casino.
435 volts.
During the height of Wednesday's blackout, fire crews had to free people trapped in elevators.
Well, that's why you guys stole from those poor grandmothers of California? Yeah, Grandma Millie, man. She's the one who couldn't figure out how to fucking vote on the butterfly ballot. Now she wants your fucking money back for all the power you charged right up her ass. 450 volts.
Yeah, they're after you. Having fun. Beautiful California Southern.
We must continue. Go on, please. You're going to keep giving what, 450 volts every shot now? That's correct. Continue. It's kind of hard to say, well, we should be, we shouldn't do this even though it's allowed because, that's what we do. Right. The best that could happen is fucking an earthquake, let that thing float out to the